kind of have the feel that they have the swagger headed into this
Your
draft as
team
we
is
see the
picking.
bans coming out here.
Yeah, here are the bans of the game. So
Your
let's
team
just
is picking.
ignore the bans altogether because it is going to be meta, the Grok ban, the Leonard ban, the Claude ban, and so on. But Alice being immediately picked up here by Dale on the side of Finesse Solid might be a game changer. Alice, of course, is one of those sustainy type of champions, heroes here in Mobile Legends. But Cho being picked up, finally being open here.
Yeah, I guess considering Cho was a very was sort of a respect ban during our previous best of 3. Now he's a bit more enabled to come out.
Your
And that
team
Thamus
is
being
picking.
picked up is gonna be a huge factor here. Cho vibes well with Akai and Lolita. We might expect Finesse just stealing that combo away from Execration. Of course, you don't want Execration to go online in the early game and actually go for the team fights that they would immediately win with that combo. But a Gushin being picked up, and what would be the second pickup here? That's Akaja. So they're actually allowing Execration to pick up Cho. They're allowing them to pick up Lolita as well.
Yeah, you know, maybe
Your
this is a
team
bait
is
by Finesse
picking.
Solid. Maybe they have a plan here, you know, leaving things such as these available. Maybe they have a counter pick available, a counter strategy. So you might say, and looking at the side of Execration, I'm looking at a lot of skirmishing potential. A lot of these heroes have a lot of diving in, a lot of crowd control they could do for setup, a lot of playmaking available.
A lot of playmaking, yeah, because Akai, Hurricane Dance, pin somebody out. While Akai is pinned back, is pinning somebody, Cho's gonna
Your
dive
team
in,
is picking.
Shunpo himself towards that whoever he wants to target, and then he can wave the dragon, kick him towards the back of his team, and that's one of the combos here. And that Kagura pickup by Execration as well is gonna vibe well with Akai because they're
Your
gonna once
team
again they're
is
gonna get
picking.
pinned to the wall. Kagura's gonna go yin yang overturn, just do a lot of AoE burst damage. But on the side here of Finesse Solid, picking up that Lolita may just shut down Akai and Cho altogether. Just get rid of that mobility that they have.
Yeah, and speaking of that shutdown, maybe this is the counter strategy that we're talking about, because you don't normally leave a hero such as this available unless you have some sort of a plan ready to face how strong they could be, as Hellcurt will be the last pick here. of
That's
Execration.
gonna be another Zapnu Hellcurt. Yeah, Zapnu did not shine when he used Hellcurt. He was playing it as an aggressive mage type of hero. When we've been talking about it again and again, where Hellcurt is supposed to be the split push type. Just apply pressure. And I think they're not going to switch out. It's going to be Jeff Cutie forever on that Hellcurt, and Zapnu is going to stay on that Thamus. So that is going to be the draft. I'm looking at the draft, and I'm thinking that both of these teams have team fights in mind. They don't want to go for... Well, they could still go for skirmishes, but they would immediately just go for like the full-on 5v5, let's punch each other in the face type of engagements.
Yeah, you know, those are the love of games that we love to watch, love to see. Just two teams going at it, absolutely. And these drafts are a signal that they will be focusing heavily on those 5v5 team fights. And I feel like once those team fights erupt, it just... whoever comes out on top needs to translate those team fight wins into objectives, you know, once the game actually begins.
Yeah, and we will expect that to happen in the 3-minute point of the game where everybody is gonna be, you know, they will have the ultimates up. And actually, right off the bat, we do have a bit of a skirmish here over to the bottom lane. Over the top lane and the mid lane as well, it's just a full-on brawl here for both of these teams as we go into game number 1 between Finesse Solid and Execration.
You know, Nomad, I'm pretty happy we've seen a lot of this banter today. I'm just very fond of banter. Just putting it out there. But yeah, going back, just like we mentioned, these teams not gonna go for those big full-on 5v5s until probably once they have their ultimates available.
Yeah.
You know, not wanting to mess up anywhere in the early phases.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that the turtle is going to be up in about a minute or so. That's going to be an objective where we might see the first impactful clash here in this game. Meanwhile, both these teams are just playing it safe, but not here on the top lane. Lord is actually overstepping his boundaries there towards the side of Finesse Solid, and he's going to get punished and not going to be able to secure that crab for his extra money and XP.
He's gonna get out just fine though. No first blood just yet for either side. You know, I'm seeing a Helker right now and needs to get his farm. He doesn't want to join these early fights. He just wants to sit back, try to get gold, try to get experience. Not much gonna happen just yet.
Yeah, just the minions just shoving towards the lane. Just Execration and Finesse Solid looking for openings here. I'm really confident that the turtle is going to be next, but while that's happening, Levy is actually eyeing out Zapnu here on that Hellcurt, but he's going to be able to escape, barely escape. And over the mid lane, I'm sorry, Pakbet getting pulled there by Lex. That Divine Judgment is going to be worth it under the turret range as well. That Jeet Kundo is going to knock everybody up, but it's not going to be enough. Lord and Dia needs to fall back here, and he's going to dive in. That's another kill for Carl as well. That's a 0-for-2 trade. Finesse Solid looking really good here.
Yeah, can Execration actually find anything in return? I don't think so. I'm gonna try.
Jeff Cutie Forever is actually overseeing there. Tried to go for a face check, but he still doesn't have enough damage here on that Samus. He's gonna spike in the mid game, and we're not gonna expect that in the early game. This turtle might be easy, but it might be an easy take. But Execration is going to try to mount an offensive. The Dark Knight Falls has been triggered, and Finesse Solid will be able to secure that. They're going for the kill here. Pakbet gets taken out. The Numenon Blast does not connect to anybody at all. Death Cutie Forever is actually going to be able to kill that one, but he gets taken out by Levy. Tamago is going to go down. He is going to go down. Lord is going to be the only person here in the jungle. The Divine Judgment is going to pull him out. More damage. And he's going to be forced to flicker out.
Yeah, despite giving up their first death of the game, that's still a massive victory for Finesse Solid. 5 kills to their side now, and the turtle as well. That is a massive swing in terms of gold onto their side. Now they can dictate anything they want on the map.
Yeah, a 3,000 gold lead, not 4 minutes into the game. That's more than enough to secure your mid game, and I think Finesse Solid is going to be looking for objectives here anytime soon. That's the name of the game, but there is going to be a pause, and it's going to go back to our pretty faces right over here. But yeah, Finesse Solid just looking really well, going for the skirmishes that mattered the most. You know, they're picking off the main damage dealers first before going in for the tanks like Akai and Cho, and completely disabling the Akai and Cho combo as well. That's something that Finesse Solid is doing really well.
Yeah, and you know, they've looked very, very decisive in my opinion. Looking at that dive earlier in the mid lane, during our previous best of 3, we didn't really see that same sort of aggressiveness, decisiveness come out from a team. And right now, Finesse Solid just showing that aggression. I really, really like their play so far. My question now, though, is can they actually continue this sort of play? Because, you know, when you're playing aggressive, you're always playing on that knife's edge. One slip-up could cost you a lot. But right now, Finesse Solid is still riding that momentum. As we're going to see a dive.
Yeah, Dale is going to be wiped out of the map here without any problems. But that turret damage is not going to be enough for Dian, and that's going to be the first turret down for Execration. Lex is going to try to save it, but not on your own. They're going to try to go for any conversions here. They're letting the wave push up on the side of Finesse Solid. Might be eyeing out the top turret, as the turtle is actually going to be the next objective that's going to spawn here over the top lane.
Yeah, Execration giving Finesse Solid taste of their own medicine with a tower dive of their own now. Like you did mention, Turtle will be spawning soon. That is the next objective both teams are looking at. Seems like both teams are jockeying for position. Who face checks into who first? We've seen a lot of Pandas face check before.
Oh, actually throwing out the skill there, and it's going to force out Finesse Solid out of the bush, but they are going to go for the Divine Judgment onto Dian. They are surgically even picking away the playmakers here from Execration to make everything easier for them, and now they're eyeing their targets onto Lord, but Lex gets pulled out there. That Numenon Blast is actually going to connect to 3 people, and it might be worth it for Finesse Solid to go for the dive here, but it's just too much here. But they are going to go for the dive. Lord dropping low on HP, and that they're actually going to bite the dust there. Really shouldn't have stayed in that top lane any longer than they should.
Yeah, finally somebody goes down. It was a very extended fight. for both teams, but Execration ultimately coming out on top. No objectives gonna be taken down just yet, just the 1-for-1 so far. Turtle still on the board. I'm pretty sure both teams still looking at that now. They're not gonna kill each other, no.
Yeah, they're not gonna kill each other. Oh, it's actually my bad. Zapnu is actually gonna be picking up that Hellcurt. I thought it was Jeff Cutie Forever. I think they swapped late in the game. Well, at least Zapnu is changing up his playstyle a bit differently from what we're used to seeing. He's joining the fights, yeah, but he's also split pushing, which matters the most for that Hellcurt.
He's doing everything.
Doing everything that he needs to.
Yeah.
But the Lord is going to be the next objective here. It's up, and it's just going to be a matter of time before Finesse Solid goes here for the Lord and Execration. Oh, that face check is going to connect onto Boo, but he's going to be alive and well. He does have the Numenon Blast. It's going to be creating a lot of CC in just a matter of time. In a span of, 2 seconds charging.
You know, I was expecting more from that face check. Unfortunately, there wasn't damage coming out. Speaking of damage.
Oh, Dale. The bottom lane has been opened up here by Finesse Solid. And this is going to be a dead gank squad here for Finesse Solid. No way for them to... Well, there's the escape. But at least they were able to secure the turret while Execration is still preoccupied over there at the top lane. Zapnu almost takes down the mid turret, but the minion is going to finish everything off. They're trading turrets here this time around, not trading kills.
Yeah, I know, but despite the fact that we were talking about these 5-on-5 fights that we were expecting both teams to go for, they're actually going for these 2v2s, 3v3 skirmishes, and yeah, it seems like things are slightly getting messy across the map right now. In terms of objectives, though, tower score not that different, but the map is definitely opened up right now, and you know what happens when the map is opened up. We're expecting a lot more fights to happen.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that the jungle is opened up for both of these teams. We will see ambushes. We will see face checks left and right. And speaking of face checks, Boo went for a face check there onto DM, but wasn't able to follow through. And I think the mid lane is going to be the contestant here. That Jeet Kundo is going to connect Way of the Dragon towards Dian. Dian not following through with the Hurricane Dance, but Pakbet is going to fall down. Finesse Boo on that Lolita will be able to take him down. That Numenon Blast is actually gonna connect onto Dian, and Finesse Solid is just wiping out Execration here left and right. It's just gonna be Dian and Jeff Cutie Forever alone in this mid lane, and Dian is gonna be all alone against this 5-man Finesse Solid lineup, and that's gonna be an easy kill, and that's gonna be a turret down as well.
Yeah, every member of Execration just got systematically put down by Finesse Solid. No Hellcurt to join that fight. Big momentum from Finesse Solid, but unfortunately, right after we have to go into a bit of a pause.
I'm not sure if it's a pause because these players put powder on their hands to get a good grip on the phone, or if this is a pause where let's regain our composure. Let's try to figure out what we're doing wrong.
Are you allowed to pause in the middle of the game, though?
I guess it's just gonna be, if there are a bit of problems with the players' phones, maybe. I guess that's the only logical thing, because Execration is doing well, but Finesse Solid is doing really, really solid. So
yeah.
I don't think there's a reason of them to go pause without, any type of difficulties with their phones.
Yeah, but these sort of pauses after a team just wins a big team fight could reset the momentum. It works in favor of the team that's behind, in my opinion, where, okay, they get to take a breather. Yes, they are still behind, but at least that momentum sort of gets stopped by just a bit as we head back into the game. Of course, that is the objective that Finesse Solid will be able to take right after that 4-for-0.
Man, this is a completely different Finesse Solid that I'm used to seeing. They are doing really, really well securing objectives instead of forcing out any clashes that might end up with them just eating the dirt. They're systematically picking off any Strangler from the side of Execration and then going for the objective pushes. They're converting their wins, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you need to do, and they're still building off their momentum. We did say that Execration were looking for revenge, but right now, it seems like Finesse Solid aren't going to give him any.
Yeah, they're not going to be... The Dark Knight Falls actually connects, and Finesse Boo is going to be forced to fall back there, but Carl does get a kill on the Lord. That's a 1-for-1 trade so far here in this engagement, and they are prolonging the engagement here. It's benefiting Finesse Solid here. Def Cutie Forever is going to fall down without a shadow of a doubt on that Thamus, but Levy is overseeing his welcome. And Jeff Cutie Forever is going to fall down.
What objective does Finesse Solid go for?
Oh,
They're still
Pakbet.
trying to chase for kills here. Pakbet trying to run away. I feel like Finesse Solid will just let him go with his life, but what towers can he actually take here?
No towers at all, especially considering the fact that Akai and Cho is finally back up. They won't be able to secure anything here. Might as well just regroup and try to go for a Lord take again. That's what Finesse Solid is going to need to do.
They are going to set up right for it, but man, you would expect objectives right after a fight there for Finesse Solid, but I feel like that was actually a bit of an overchase onto Pakbet. I feel like they could have afforded to go for the Lord and try to pick up another objective onto their side, but you know, given the lead that they have secured for themselves, I think they can play the way they are right now. Just push the pace, try to go for more kills because, you know, Execration, they're just forced to play reactively here. All they could really do if Finesse Solid goes for the engage is try to run away and hope for the best.
Yeah, hope that their micro is on point to, you know, come out on top against Finesse Solid. But Finesse Solid is really looking solid here. I don't think they'd be faltering here anytime soon. There is going to be an attempt to steal the Lord, and Dian almost paid the price for that. And they are overseeing his welcome, and he's going to fall down, but the Lord is dropping dangerously low on HP. They need to finally make a decision here. Finesse Solid tries to regroup here, and Def Cutie Forever is going to try to go for the steal. That Numenor Blast is going to prevent Def Cutie Forever from stealing it. That's a medical for Levy. That Lord is dropping dangerously low. Finesse Solid will be able to secure that, and Execration is going to pay the price for going there, and that's going to be a complete wipeout of Execration, and Finesse Solid gets the Lord as well. This is going to be a mid-take. And it's gonna be Dian, the sole person to defend this 5-man push.
Yeah, Finesse Solid, they crush the fight against Execration. They're gonna crush the base right after, unless this Panda can't do anything against 5 members. He's getting dove, he's getting pulled in.
Numenor Blast once again is gonna connect. Man, Finesse Solid. This is uncharacteristic. We're not used to seeing Finesse Solid be this dominant, but there it is. 1-0 against Execration. What more can you ask for?
I think that's exactly what we asked for when we were asking for aggression from both these teams. And right there, it's a very good example of how you secure leads with aggression, with those really good tower dives. And man, Finesse Solid just, what can I say? They stomped Execration in game 1.
Yeah, that was a complete stump. 19-4. Finesse Lex is going to be the MVP here. 3, 0, and 15 assists on that Kaja. His Divine Judgment was just on point, pulling the crucial playmakers from the